Welcome in, beautiful soul. So today I'm seeing love all over this reading. I love you postcard. We have love charm. We have some communication coming in with the third house and Uranus energy. That's some quick communication here. Spirit is saying unconditional love. Choose yourself. Trust your intuition. This card also says unconditional love. You may be seeing 111. You are on the right track towards making your dreams and visions a reality. Happiness and new opportunities are at hand. Trust in the process. But Spirit is saying choose yourself, team. Be open. Energy activation. Yes. Today was the new moon eclipse in Leo. I'm doing this late at night, so we are about to be August 13th, 2026. Moving on. Okay. Let's take a look and see what message Spirit has for you today. Always for the highest and best good from unconditional love and light. I have Sagittarius energy out here. The third house would be ruled over by Gemini. And we have Uranus. Have peace. What is the message for the viewer? Thank you. Let's get one more. All right. On the bottom, we have fear. Expecting the worst, afraid of failure, wasting time on negative thoughts. Fear and deception under that. Okay. We have peace. Peace and contentment are coming to you. All right. Stay dedicated to your goals, efforts that will reap your success. Yes, we have realignment. Shift your perspective for a gained sense of clarity and self-awareness. Tapping into your higher self, questioning routines and patterns. Okay, Spirit's message to you is stay dedicated to what you have been working on because your efforts are paying off. They will be paying off. Don't fear this realignment process. Keep talking to yourself, your higher self, your guides. They are working with you, putting the puzzle together. It's giving me this third house energy, like you're getting downloads here about the work that you've been doing. Been putting in a lot of hours, and it feels like unconditional love for yourself. And things are starting to flow naturally. You're getting a lot of clarity. This also says self-realization and self-awareness. So you have been really tapping into yourself. And it feels like having visions. Maybe you're having these really vivid dreams, starting to put these pieces of the puzzle together. We have fear. This says afraid of failure, deception, stress. These maybe like underlying issues here and decisions about, and then this says divine counterpart under that. All right, this feels like for someone, this may be a side message here, but I'm getting this is for divine counterpart, twin flames message here, saying that you are coming into a realignment process and been really pouring a lot of love into yourself, because we have the alignment here as well, and becoming self-aware, trusting in the flow, really choosing yourself, unconditional love, dedicated to this healing process. And it feels like this is your counterpart energy, is feeling this weight, and you may be feeling their energy is what I'm getting. The message that you're feeling your person's energy. It feels like this is for someone that has been really putting in a lot of work and finding out who you are. Look at these little scrolls everywhere. Finding your blueprint, your soul's blueprint. You have a lot of knowledge here about who you are, and some of them are open. Some you have yet to find out. And by becoming self-aware and recognizing your patterns, you're becoming at peace with who you are, dedicated to yourself, even though it's been taking a long time to write all those papers, find all of that information about yourself. It still brings you a sense of peace and it's bringing you into alignment. You have a whole new sense of clarity about who you are. And that's really beautiful. And Spirit is saying, keep choosing yourself. Don't expect the worst or waste time on negative thoughts. And then we have obsession. Don't focus your energy too much on one situation. You might need to take a step back. But I was getting that that's someone else here. Fear of being deceived, too much stress, maybe working too much here, making a decision. All right, we're going to move along and see. I want to do a love spread and see what was going on. This will be pretty detailed. Your past, your present, how you're feeling now, the good, the bad, everything in between. Let's take a look. All right, spirit, angels, ancestors from the divine holy light. Can you please show me for the viewer? I'm going to let the first one fly out. I'm going to lay the cards out. I'll probably speed the video up for you and we will talk about it. All right, so let's see. Spirit. What is this love tarot spread for the viewer? What can we know? What is the spread? What is all this hard work? Thank you. There's the Three of Pentacles. Right, so in the past, we have a higher self activation and a renewal because you were working on something here. And let's see. Yes, look at this. You were working with the divine, building something with your higher self and regaining your sense of self-worth, authority, whatever you're building here, that spark of inspiration, passion within. This feels like that inner spark here. I love that energy. So this is your past energy. That's wonderful. Wow. No wonder why you have the energy of unconditional love and peace and contentment coming in, because you have already been working with your higher self. Look at that fire coming from you. Passion, fire, this energy. All right. I don't know if you can see all that. Yeah. In the present energy, we have the Nine of Wands, and that is coming out with the Seven of Swords. And I can see why that would come out. It looks like you're protecting yourself. This is the wounded warrior. You may have been lied to, and you may have been actually healing a lot of past energies within where you felt like you were protecting yourself. Sometimes the Seven of Swords can talk about the energy where we don't want to admit to ourselves the truth, and so we protect ourselves. There's some things that we don't want to admit, but also this can be the energy of you're protecting yourself from others who are deceitful, who don't want to admit truths to themselves. This is the energy of you've been there, done that before, and somebody here is spying on you. So that is some sort of trickery. So this may be an outside energy. And we have influences. Others are involved. So this definitely feels like currently you are protecting yourself from any sort of outside influences that could be manipulative. Anyone that could be trying to interfere with what you are working on, whatever you're building. You're dedicated to your healing process. That's what this looks like so far. That's beautiful. I want to know who is this external energy. Let's pull one of these here. What is this external energy, Spirit? The Seven of Swords. What can you tell me? Roses. So this could be someone who is infatuated with you, someone who you were connected with romantically. This could be someone who is trying to love bomb you. Let me see what's on the bottom. That's Pisces energy. We have the sunflower. Abundance. Good luck. This feels like someone trying to get past your boundaries with the Nine of Wands and the Seven of Swords. Currently, get you to drop your guard. Third parties, others involved. Is somebody watching you? I don't like the energy there, not with the Seven of Swords, but it could be your own mind playing tricks on you too. Sometimes we lie to ourselves and we put up these protective boundaries around love. So take it how it resonates. If you're not feeling like it's somebody else, it could be our own self, but it could also be a friend that wants to interfere with your lighthearted energy, maybe cross the line when it comes to your romantic interest or your passions and your desires, the things that you enjoy in life. And I just keep seeing trust your intuition. There's something about finding clarity here and taking action. It says the right people, circumstances, and resources are being sent your way. The next card is your feelings. So how are you feeling? The Hermit. So you have been soul searching. You are very self-aware. You have learned a lot. And you are shining the light on the deception. Right here, you have divine guidance here. And look at this. We have the Ten of Pentacles coming out. You're very abundant. Also, this is saying wise. You've done this many times. I'm hearing you've done this many times. This ain't your first lifetime here. You've been a wise teacher in the past. This has been imprinted in your soul for many lifetimes. This is the work that you may be finding out about yourself. You have a very high IQ. There's something about outside influences. I feel like you have definitely needed to retreat from others. Let's see what the oracle messages are. There's Venus, and there's an offer. This is your feelings here. You've had some sort of romantic offer that was probably long term, and we have proposal too. Again, commitment, offer, and you could be a Virgo, long-term commitment. You may have pulled away from this, retreated. Yeah, look at that, taking it to the next level. So you may want a long-term commitment. It feels like you have thought about this for a long time. There may have been something here where you feel like there is a outside battle that needs to be fought, because with the Nine of Wands and the Seven of Swords, there's an external influence here that's coming in between a love offer here. That's your feelings. Before something can be taken to the next level, these external influences or the internal thing has to be fixed before you can have a long-term commitment. This isn't your first time doing this. So your person's feelings is the King of Pentacles. So this is Taurus energy. Virgo, Capricorn typically is Taurus, but it can be a masculine earth sign. And we also have the Page of Swords. So this person is watching you, getting information online. This could be studying something, learning a new skill. This person may run a business, could be a boss. This person could be very stable here, but I see them looking that way. We see the Page of Swords. They got some sort of information here. Let's see what the oracle says. Structure. Yeah, they have a solid foundation. That's what this King of Pentacles is. And what else? Twin flames. Reflection of soul. Mirrored emotions. Your other half. So this person may feel like you are their other half. They're spying on you. They're watching you. Okay. Let me get a message here for them? What is this new information? Is it maybe they just realize that they feel like you and them could have a solid foundation, that you are their other half. For those of you who resonate, that you are their twin flame. Maybe they found this information. What is the information that they found? Can we know? We have the cabin, that they have to go within. They are detached. They know why you are kept apart. They know why they had disconnected. They know why this connection disconnected. And on the bottom is kerosene. This is powerful. This has been aggressive. It says watch out, unpredictable, volatile situation. And that's Aries energy. So we have Libra and Aries here. Something about looking at the fine print, a headache, phone call, choices. Let me see. What did they, broken vase. What does this have to do with the viewer? Can we get one more? Library. This is Capricorn energy, but they learned something. They got information here from the archives, from hidden documents. They have researched something. They have looked beneath the surface. They may have detached from another situation, and this person has been watching you. Okay, let's move along to the next section. So, the positive aspect of this connection is the Queen of Swords. So, this is clear, direct communication, honest communication. The Queen of Swords is open and ready to receive communication, but it has to be truthful, and she is very intuitive. She can tell if you're lying to her. If you're lying, she has no problem telling you how it is. And we have the Six of Wands coming out with the Queen of Swords. So this is successful communication, recognition. There is going to be some sort of successful communication. And the oracle messages are saying confusing, the illusion, and the bottom one is revenge, plotting, payback, punishing, getting even. I'm seeing the heart here in her hand, and also the heart there. It's like if there was any negative thoughts or actions or confusing situations, those are turning into unconditional love. Especially this is your twin flame, your person that was sent to you. Like there's been some sort of new information, and it feels like it's going to be spilled out. Whether it ends with being together or not, it's like a mutual understanding is what it feels like. You actually have clarity. You have the divine and the higher self, the knowledge. You're very self-aware, and it's not like you're going to take revenge as a queen. The Queen of Swords is very clear, and again, you're not going to leave the situation confused, is what I'm trying to get at. So you have love, you can give love. If not, then that would be something that you'd have to work out, is what I'm seeing. Spirit would want you to work through that, because that is the positive aspect. Clearing out the confusion with honest and direct communication. So any getting even type of energy will be cleared away. And I love that. That's good energy. So the negative aspect of this connection is the moon, the things that are hidden, the fears. It could be like a fearful conversation here. Yeah, fear of heartbreak. That is the negative aspect. And yes, that is scary. I mean, we all fear heartbreak, the unknown, the unseen. And the oracle messages are ghost, leaving. Yes, someone leaving again or ghosting. Um, yeah, giving you the butterflies. Being happy one minute and then somebody leaving the next is very scary. And I see why that would be a fear. But we can't fear what we don't know. And that's what Spirit is saying. We can't let that stop us from our happiness, because then we would never actually take a leap of faith. We would not be able to transform our life if we just let every single fear dictate what we do next. We would be stuck in this confusion energy every day, wondering, well, I should have done that. I should have, could have, would have. But that's not how we want to live. So we have to overcome our fears, even our past heartbreaks, and learning how to heal through self love, care, staying dedicated to our own goals, and realigning our energies for us, not for someone else. So, what you're hoping for in this connection, we have the Page of Cups. So, this can be more creativity and joy, lightheartedness. This also can talk about an apology, especially when it's coming out with the Ten of Swords, because the Ten of Swords is a painful ending here. Somewhere in your past, you had something end badly, and it feels like maybe you've been waiting for someone to return for an apology. Spirit is saying you always can close those chapters on your own, not putting your life on hold for someone else. Always choose yourself. Um, yeah, you can. We have integration. That's how, like, integrate pain into power by finding some sort of creative outlet for yourself. Dedicate that energy, becoming aware of the energy around you, why things happened and the way that they happened, and not holding yourself accountable for other people's pain and why they do the things they do. We have wish fulfillment. Look at that. So, yeah, you're hoping for a positive outcome. What I'm getting from these energies, the Ten of Swords and the Page of Cups, with integration and fulfillment, it feels like you're really hoping for the chapter of pain to be over, so something new and fresh can start. You want a light-hearted energy to return, because this was a chapter that was hard. It feels like a really hard chapter here. And you're ready for the energy to balance again, this realignment. You see the lesson that you learned, you're seeing it here. You're like, okay, I see you. I learned a lot. I'm loving myself. I'm being creative. I'm enjoying life. I'm starting to feel better. Can we finally integrate that pain, and can I get something better now? That's the energy I'm feeling. You're ready for a change. And your fear position, we have the Eight of Cups. So again, I'm getting a fear of walking away. This can be a card of abandonment, of the emotional loss, of not feeling like you're on the right path even. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. That's what this feels like. Your life shifting in a direction that is not fulfilling for you. That's what I'm getting. So you're kind of fearful of a life change. We have ego here, vanity and pride. And we have action and courage with a new beginning. Jupiter energy. That's Jupiter here as well with the Wheel of Fortune. So it feels here like Spirit is saying, let go of the pride and lay down the burdens. Let the ego go. Allow this new beginning to happen. That's what I'm hearing. Allow this to happen. Don't be afraid of the change. Don't be afraid of this change. It's bringing you somewhere much better than where you were. That's what I'm hearing. You already know this. I'm feeling like you already have a lot of knowledge here about this thing, this person, this situation. It's like you're going through this, again, realignment process. And I'm getting the feeling like you're shedding parts of yourself. And it's been really rough. I just feel like it's been really hard for you because you have been betrayed. I'm just getting betrayal energy. It feels like wondering who I can trust. What is in the 8 cup spirit that the viewer needs to know, the advice? Inventor. Yeah, innovate and create. There's new developments coming. This is the new beginning. We're in a new era, and Spirit doesn't want you to be afraid. Mastermind, you're setting trends. It's time to take action. Yeah, there's something here about whatever you're afraid of here, if you are afraid to make some sort of change in your life. Spirit is saying release that fear, the worry, or whatever it is of somebody leaving or you're not going to obtain your happiness. Release that fear. Give it back to where it came from. It's not yours. That is not the energy of love, and Spirit wants you to choose love, unconditional love. Okay, be open. Be open. Under that, trust your intuition. You can see beyond the veil. All right, so the next one we have is, what are you aiming towards here? What is your aim? What are you aiming towards? Look at that, balance, justice, fairness, equality. You want things to be fair. And yes, communication, and there's the veil. You want to know what's behind that veil, and look at how bright it is. That means there's joy and happiness, and the sun is shining back there. You want to get beyond that so you can find an equal partnership. This is Libra energy. And look at, you want somebody who will stand with you and fight with you, and I mean fight next to you, not like against you. It's like you want a fair connection, somebody who doesn't, I don't know, work against you is what I'm hearing. A fair fight. This to me is saying that you're also divinely protected. You have divine protection with the 7 of Wands and Justice. This is protection. You are protected by the divine. And what do we have here? Self-worth. Yes. And you protect your boundaries, you protect yourself. You have expectations when it comes to your energy, the people that you surround yourself with. And there we have fired up. You will fight for what you need. You fight for yourself and you fight for those you care about. Look at, you may have been fuming with some sort of unfair situation in the past, or even now. Somebody here may have really made you angry. Could have even been a legal situation that you had to fight. This could be why this revenge is here. And it feels like there's something coming into balance, or this is what you're trying to get out of this situation. You finally want this fire to calm down, because it almost feels like there was lies here. You know that there was outside influences that were causing deception in this connection. And so does the person on your mind. They know this too. That is why Libra energy is here, because they found out the same information that you know. Okay, so let's see. What should you avoid at this time? The Ace of Pentacles. Making any new contracts. And we have the Page of Wands. This is immature contracts. This is somebody who is flirtatious contracts is what I'm getting. Don't sign any contracts with anyone right now. Maybe before you have a lawyer look over it. Let's see, what does this say? Avoid. And we have conflict. So again, this is saying don't sign anything. Avoid conflict and avoid, feels like immature people signing anything, starting a new contract with, feels like somebody who blocked you, or somebody who was pushing you away before. Maybe somebody who was younger than you. Could be someone that you had a legal matter with. Maybe there's someone here that you were talking to that every time you talk to them, they try to dim your light here. And it, like, maybe they try to bring you down. You feel like you have to defend yourself around someone here. And Spirit is saying that this person is very immature. They want to start arguments with you. That's this Page of Wands energy. This is someone who comes in and wants to talk to you. They're very snarky. And Spirit is saying to avoid that person, avoid the conflict. You guys are not on the same frequency. This person, it feels like one of the people that are causing interference. And then what is the environmental factors here? So we have the people in your energy. We have Temperance here. That's Sagittarius energy. This is Archangel Michael, but this could be someone who is trying to bring peace. And then look at, we have the Capricorn energy, the devil. Look at that. Literally, like the angel and the devil. Okay, so this is the external energy. So we have the good side and the bad side. So it's like you have someone here who tries to bring you down, or a group of people or temptation around. And then you also have good energy that is protective and helps you feel good about yourself. You know what I mean? This is what I feel. So you're becoming very aware of what's temptation, what's not. Look at that. Toxic, unhealthy, delusional, nasty behavior. What's on the bottom? Faith. Oh my gosh, you can't make this up. Look at. So we have the good energy of temperance, and then we have the bad energy of the toxic behaviors. So it's like you are trying to get away from the unhealthy energy, whether this is a pattern of your own or people around you. It could be negative thoughts, things that you do daily that you're just trying to realign yourself with healthier habits and things like that. Whatever this is for you, it could be people, a job, whatever this thing is. But the more that you're becoming aware, it's like you have temptation that comes in, but you're like, I see you before you even can enter the room. I sense you. I can smell you. I can feel your energy. You've been aware of this already. You've already been working with this energy for a while. So let's get a piece of advice. What does Spirit want you to know about this? What would you like the viewer to know about this? Devil energy here, Spirit. Thank you. Okay, Anamankara. Unconditional love. Just keep pouring love in, and love will remove that unhealthy pattern. This also says tenderness. Be kind to yourself, because if this is something that you're doing internally, it's your shadow side is just brings out the best qualities of you. So just keep giving yourself love and bringing it to the surface, and it'll change. Things will change. Stay devoted to you, dedicated to you, and everything will pay off. But if this is people around you, you can love them from a distance, and they have to fix themselves. What's on the bottom? Happening soon. The situation or event in question will develop or unfold very soon. And I'm seeing a train station. The number 2 may be significant. We have 6 on that card. That's Taurus energy there too. But I'm seeing the dog here. Maybe someone has a dog. There's something here, baby. Somebody's going to test your faith. Someone very negative, a power struggle here. It could be internally, externally. Again, just take it how it resonates. Could be your person here as well. They're being tested. Your connection is being tested. But something about your love for yourself, your romance, things are being tested. And Spirit is just saying to stay dedicated to you. And you can clear these energies out. Talk to your guides and your higher self. You are very creative, and you can keep going, keep doing it, keep going. All right, so this card is going to reveal the other people. We have the 4 of Swords. So this is talking about people who are still healing from heartbreak, but they're not clearly seeing the truth. They're starting to wake up, they're starting to see the truth, but they're trying to keep their life in balance. Other people in the energy here, they're still going back and forth with their own thoughts in their own healing process, and they may be testing their own faith. And that's usually what this is. Like, they're still trying to test their own resolve and figure out who are they, and they may display some negative tendencies. And call, you might be getting a message here from someone. Somebody may be calling you. And let's see what's on the bottom. We have children, but this also says immaturity. And the Page of Wands is an immature energy. This person may have children, but the main message I'm getting is this person here who likes to call and be very immature, go back and forth in their energy. May be hard for you to handle their energy is what I'm getting. So that's the external people that could be causing you a bit of disruption in this connection. Your person may be calling you, even if they call, maybe they're still in this immature energy. What is your next action here? Let's see. What is the next action? The World. This is closing out a chapter so a new cycle can begin. And we have the Four of Wands coming in with that. So this is a closing out a cycle that was comfortable. This can be any sort of partnership with someone that you were happy, some sort of celebration starting, a cycle starting up with your twin flame, a new cycle is what I'm hearing with your twin flame, because the Four of Wands is a twin flame card. So let's see, we have shattered and single. Let's see, shattered, broken heart, and independent, a freedom from attachment. So maybe this could be saying that your person ended a cycle of attachment. They're brokenhearted here. This could be you ended a cycle and you're feeling like you're free from some sort of attachment. You may still be brokenhearted, or you ended a cycle being brokenhearted. Anxiety, you're feeling free. It's what it feels like. I guess take it how that resonates. It could mean a couple different things. Let's see what Spirit says here. Spirit, what is this cycle that's closing? It could be a happy new cycle starting now. What is the World? Why is the World here? We have the bedroom. So that would be closing out a love affair. Yeah, it feels like closing out a love affair and closing out a broken heart, or closing out some sort of, I just keep hearing the love affair. The look at on the bottom is moving on. Yeah, in a new direction. So that's what I see here. And I seen the train station. Where was that train? Right here. There's the train moving on to a new endeavor. There was a toxic cycle of, it feels like seduction and just like being in the bedroom type of energy. Somebody here, and it may be your twin flame, if that resonates, has closed some sort of chapter. They're isolated, they have disconnected because they have learned something. They're free from an attachment. They're on to a new endeavor. We have handcuffs. What can you tell me about the Four of Wands? We have changing. At this time, the situation is in a state of flux. Anything could happen. I'm seeing the playing card. Somebody got played. I'm hearing somebody got played. Somebody got played. I never seen that card come out yet, or I don't recall seeing that one. A king got played. Yeah, they got hooked. Look at that. They're feeling helpless. They got tempted, and that was that toxic energy. Somebody wanted them for their money. And take it if it resonates, but it feels like your person here got played by someone. That's what I'm getting. For someone here, that's what happened. And now that's changing. I mean, it could go either way. This is a long reading. For whoever's here with me now, thank you for being here. And I appreciate you so, so much. I appreciate you for your time, your support, your likes, shares, comments, everything. It truly, truly means a lot to me. Okay, so let's see. We're moving along. I hope this is making sense. I'm still getting familiar with this spread. I really like it because it's detailed. We do have Scorpio here in the bedroom there. Definitely Scorpio likes to get down and dirty, and they can be very secretive sometimes. What you're not seeing, what you don't know. Oh my goodness, the lovers. This is a divine union. This is a counterpart. This is love, unconditional love for someone. That's what you don't know. And we have the Three of Wands. So somebody is planning to come towards you. This is the plan in action here. Okay. Wow. There's a pattern. You see the pattern here? Somebody has recognized their pattern, and it's like they're leaving two wands behind, and they have chosen their path of love, the person they love. This is what you're not seeing. What's the oracle? Witchcraft. This is that negative energy and memories. This person has turned their back on a different path, and it was someone who was very negative, because that is what is changing. That was the cycle that is ending, and they're not looking back. They have some sort of memory about you, though. That's something that you don't know. Let me take a look and see. What is in this Lovers card here? Why is the Lovers here? The constellations. I always see this as it's written in the stars here, but this says exchanging data, report, gathering, meeting, socialize. Gemini energy here, but this is Cancer. What's on the bottom? Friends. This person wants to meet up with you, and they want to support you now. They want to hang out. They want to socialize. They have something to tell you. We have Gemini energy here, the third house. They love you. There's something about that. I feel like I have to get another deck. What is this? The Ten of Pentacles. You're part of their family. You're on their destined path. The Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Pentacles. This is a change in their life. The Emperor, the Divine Masculine, Page of Pentacles. This is a message, communication. Two of Swords. They're feeling blocked, or the unknown scares them. Hierophant. They don't know what you're going to say. You're going to accept them. Okay, so let's see. We're going to finish this out, and we'll see what else comes out. So what's the future outcome here? We have the Eight of Swords. Ooh, that is feeling stuck in the mind, confusion, and the Two of Swords. This is blocked, confused, and stuck, unable to make a decision. Let's see, why is that? We have forbidden because of flirtatious energy. And let's see. And we have rejection, fragmented, loss, giving into pleasure. Okay, somebody here is worried about being blocked, being rejected. This is just going to be an illusion. This isn't going to end well. This is just going to be a toxic pattern again. That's what I'm getting. That may be the case. Again, trust your intuition. If this connection doesn't feel aligned, let's see. Move away. Okay. Strengths underneath that. Forbidden. Yeah, somebody feels like they have lost you because of maybe a love affair, because of another person, because of their negative actions. They didn't take action. It almost feels like this could have been an affair. A lot of conflict or something here. Let's see. Why is the Eight of Swords here? Crack shot. This is Capricorn energy. This is someone who had a sharp tongue. This could have been a showdown. This could have been someone who was very arrogant. Broken vase. Or 2 steps back. Somebody didn't fix this situation when they had the time. They're stuck in their head. Why is forbidden here? The rings. This was a strong connection. Counterparts, telepathy, lovers, committed partner. Somebody may have given into another connection. That's Gemini energy too. We have the lovers here. And that's what I feel. Somebody feels like they fucked up here. Yeah, look at guilt. They're guilty. This masculine. They want to talk about something with you. They're missing the pieces. They feel like they can't move forward, and they feel you everywhere. You're in their dreams. Yeah, they were not being genuine with you, and they dismissed this connection. There's history here. They're feeling these deja vu moments. Again, that pattern. They know their pattern. They keep detaching, and there's the memories. Yeah, this person can't stop thinking of you, and they're inspired by you. They're ascending, preparing for a new phase. Again, they want to date you. Justice, legal matters. You may have been married to this person, or they were married and then something happened. Yeah, that's the message I'm getting. This person may be your divine counterpart. You may have met them. They may have not been completely honest with you. They might have been connected with someone else. You may have thought that they used you for like revenge or something. It feels like a lot of animosity was built up here, but then that is being released. There's some sort of conversation that's coming through, but I'm getting the feeling that you have released a lot of toxic energy in your life. This person is feeling it. They understand what type of connection this is. They have left a pattern behind. They got tricked here. They got fooled by the temptation here. They took some sort of temptation and it really hurt you. And it's like you're ready for this change. You've been working on things, and this person is afraid that they really fucked it up for good. They have been searching for the answers, watching you online. Like this, they're changing though. They're getting help here. I keep seeing the angels are here. They were blinded by the truth. So that's what I'm seeing. Let's get one of these just to get a message of advice, and we're going to close this out. It's been pretty long. Okay, spirit, angels, ancestors, can you please show me the message of advice for the viewer? What does the viewer need to know about this connection? I'm sorry, I thought this was going to be very good. There's balance. Does this viewer need to know anything else? All right. We have difficulties. Jealousies from others may serve as obstacles to the success of this connection. Yeah, I feel like we've seen that somewhere. We have balance, healthy balance. There needs to be a healthy balance of physical, emotional, and spiritual intimacy for a relationship to be sustainable. Yes, and I feel that here, you were saying that too, that you're going to protect yourself. You have self-worth, and it pisses you off that this person did not respect your boundaries. There was some sort of disrespect here I'm picking up. Take a leap of faith. Only when you're willing to step out of your comfort zone will you reap the great rewards. So it does feel like you did walk away from something that was very painful here. And you definitely put a lot of love into yourself. Let go of the need to control. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Yes. And on the bottom, we have gratitude. You need to be grateful for the love already present in your life to attract more of it. All right. So that is the message I have. I hope this has helped. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you so much. Have a beautiful day or evening wherever you are. Bye.